Hi, it's Pascal here, and thanks for coming through to check out this video. So now in this video, I'm gonna be talking, not necessarily talk, I'm gonna be responding to two questions I got by email and from two gentlemen. I believe that one is in the United Kingdom and one is in the United States. So I'm gonna read out the first question. For privacy reasons, I'll not call their last name, so I'll just call their name, then I'll read out the question. So the first question is from Lance. Lance said, it's more like multi-level marketing to me, but I am not interested since your cost progresses to more cost and more cost. Now this is the second question, and I am just interested in a one-time thing where I don't have to keep increasing my cost. Thank you though. Now let's deal with these questions one by one. So the first one says it's more like he sees the product I'm promoting like a multi-level marketing in come and make money online or something like that. So what I would say to you is, first of all, I didn't understand when people say multi-level marketing, I kind of have an idea with it, but I went to Google and Wikipedia to actually get the real meaning of that. So I came across that it's more like a pyramid scheme where people like just keep recruiting people all down to get so that they can make income. The more people you bring into the pyramid tree or whatever, the more you go up the ladder and all that. So I don't really understand that multi-level marketing thing, but I want to explain to you what I do and how that can give Lance a bit more insight of what I am doing and what I'm building, because maybe he has the same desire, but he's just not clear in terms of his mind or to really understand it. But anyway, so what if you notice, you must have come across videos online, people telling you to start a business online, maybe do Amazon FBA or do consulting or do different types of business, freelancing. It doesn't matter what it is, but what you will understand is, for people to have a business online, they will need a website. So for you to have a website, you will need a domain. First of all, then when you get a domain, if you don't understand what domain is, just where your URL and the website, then you will now need a hosting. And the hosting is like a company that will host your website so that people can actually find you online. So these I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not just gonna go into more details. So these two things cost money. Maybe I think domain is about $15 to $20, 20 pounds or 25 pounds. I think I paid about 25 pounds for 2 years. So it's then hosting cost about, there are different level of hosting depending on what you want on your website. So in average, some of them cost from $47 to like $150. Some do cost that much. So I'll just keep it in the middle, let's say $100. So now if you see people that are advertising online, Lance, it's more like they are telling you to come and build a business online. You don't need anybody to tell you that having a business online is the future. But what you have to understand is, their goal is to get you to build your business, but they know that you need these two things. So they will refer you to a company that does this. They don't have it, like I don't own those companies. I am an affiliate. I just refer people to products and services that I recommend, because if before I recommend something, I would have experienced it, tried it, tested it, make sure that it really works and it's going to help those people solve their problem. So that is my goal. Most of the people that are building businesses online, they understand that if you want to build it, you will need these two things. And every month when you host your domain, let's say you're paying $100 for your domain, for your hosting. Now every month, or $100 every month for your hosting. Although some costs really cheaper than that. I think it's about $10. It depends on what you really want. I'm just giving you a flat rate here. What you will understand is that every month you pay that money for that person to refer you. They earn a commission. That's called an affiliate. They don't own the product. They don't do anything. It's just they are just a referral partner. So every month you go and build your Amazon business, or you build your consulting business online, or you build your freelance business online, people can find you no matter what you choose to do. Then that person, the company that you refer them to, pays them a commission for that. So in that instance, let's say the commission is, let's say it's $20 or £20. Now if you refer 20 people in a month, that's $400 for you. I'm just talking about the numbers here, but I want you to, it's not always about the money, but I'm just gonna give you that. So if I do that over a year times 12, that's $4,800 on residual income. Now if I take that to 5 years, you do the maths, you get it? If I take that to 10 years, you know how much it's gonna cost. You're gonna be making just for referring those people. Get this, you don't have to chase those people in order for them to pay you. No, as long as they are using those companies that you refer them to host their product, and they are getting good value from what the company is offering them, their site is never down. You hear all these things, your site is shut down, or it's not loading fast, all those sort of things. These companies are positioned in a way that they want to provide the best services for their clients, so they don't want them to hop around all over the place. So once they are using those services, you build this business for 10 years, that's 48 grand residual. You're not going to be doing anything about it. Now that money 10 years from now may look too far for you, but which is okay. Again, you have to understand why you're building the business. If 10 years is too much for you to get for 8,000, I'm just talking about one income stream here. So is this multi-level marketing? People are doing different things. You're referring people. Some people are building online shop, clothing shops. Some people are doing, I think we've responded. This question has been answered. I think I've answered this one really much. So it's about how you see things. It's your mind. I think multi-level marketing is more in the United States. I don't really understand it, but that's what I would say on that note. I don't want to go and start explaining something I don't know, but what I know is people that are building businesses online, they understand that because you can do a keyword research and find out the number of people that want to start a business online every day. So once you understand that part of that this is what you're building that's going to last you. I don't know if you're like 25, when by the time you get to 35, you have like 48,000 hitting your bank account on residual basis. So that's huge. So it depends on what you really want. So I guess that has answered that one. So let's go to your next question. This same question is from Lance. Say, I am not interested since the cost keeps progressing to more and more cost. Now he's talking about, I believe that what he's talking about here now is more like the training that I recommended to him, that they're different prices. Obviously, some things in life, let's say for instance we are in an island and we're in a shore of a beach and we want to get a swim. There's water in between there's an island on the other side, but there is water in between, and we want to get across to the island. The island is more like the promised land. So some people will decide to swim and go across, which is fine, but it might take them a year to get to the other side of the island. Some people might decide to go and invest, maybe buy a canoe or something that will help so that they don't touch water, they don't go through all that. Even if there's crocodiles under the water and all that, they don't get hurt. But that's to tell you, they're gonna have more chances of getting to the promised land than the people that are swimming. Because if you're swimming and there are crocodiles and sharks in the water, what are the chances that you are gonna get on the other side? I don't know. You come up with that. It depends on. I'm not saying it's possible. You have a chance of making it to the island, but it's just that you don't know what's gonna hit you, the obstacles that you're gonna face based on your ability to believe in yourself and persevere through all your adversity in building your business. Now again, it comes to there's another set of people that they have like a speedboat that went and invested money to buy. So it's more like, how much are you willing to pay to get coaches and mentors throughout the process? So it's not, nobody puts a gun to your head that you have to invest in this. So that's why the program is Earn While You Learn. So the more as you start making money in the business, you can reinvest it into your business, which is how I approach it. This is how I approached mine. I make money, I reinvest part of the money in my business, I split the money into different areas, because I understand it's all about my mindset and how quickly I want to get to the other side of the island. So it's all relative. So if you're thinking that about the cost, because this question now is coming from a place in the mind or in the heart where you feel that there is not enough to go around, or you don't have, or you lack something. So it's gonna be difficult, challenging for you to actually look at it in life that there is abundance. That it comes to you leaning into your fears, because you're creating this illusion that you can't afford this because you don't have, maybe you look at your bank account and it's not telling you the right thing. So you just haven't figured out the way to overcome that monetary challenge. So I believe that has sorted that question. It's how fast do you want to get there. It's not that you can't start with what you have. That's why they say start with what you have. Then as you progress along this journey, then you will be seeing different paths that you are supposed to go through. Because what you're trying to do now is want to see the end from the beginning. It's only going to be imaginary, but you have to walk through doors, you have to go through like valleys, you have to climb mountains in order for you to get to the other side that you're looking to get to. So I believe when it comes to your monetary thing, it took me a while. It took me about 9 months to actually overcome this particular question. It's not easy for you. I understand where you're coming from, but I hope this will help you. Then the last part of your question is, I am just interested in a one-time thing where I don't have to keep increasing the cost. Now, again, I believe that this question looks like you haven't built a business before. If you're thinking of a one-time hit, now that's more like a lottery ticket you're looking for to me, and that's not what building a business is all about. If you're thinking of building a business, you have to understand that it's gonna take time and it's gonna take a while, and you will need some investment. So it's not gonna be, there's no one-time hit here. It's gonna be a process that you have to grow through to be able to manage a business, whether the business is worth $500,000 or $1 million or $10 million. You just have to understand that these are different levels in life. You have to grow to the person that can actually deal with things on this level. So that's it from Lance. I believe I've helped you, but I will give you a quick note at the end. And the last one is from Paul. Paul said, how much will it cost altogether to end from beginning to end? Please let me know. Now, Paul is asking a question like, how much is the whole program gonna cost for him? Now, the program is Earn While You Learn. There's a way it's put on that way, because it's business. In business, there is no end to cost. It's all about, you make money, you reinvest your money. That's why big businesses pay little or no tax in the government, because they make money, they reinvest the money into their business, they make all their expenses from their business, and they keep growing their business in terms of maybe advertising, shipping costs, all those sort of logistics that comes with business, paying staff and all that. So when you're building a business, there's no really end to like cost, how much it will cost you to start it. You can only start with, some people start a business with $1. You don't need to know how much a business is going to cost you. It's your desire that is going to pull you through whatever amount of money that is required for you to build the type of business that you really want to build. Is your desire to achieve that goal in life, to fulfill your purpose on earth. That is what's going to drive you through from the beginning to the end. It's not how much money you got. If they tell you now it's $50,000 or it's $5, You get the money, you pay it. The business hasn't started until you get into the nitty-gritty on the mechanics of building business, start facing all these challenges. You can read all the books in this world you're on how to shoot basketball and put it into the and dock it. You can read it, you can play all the games. You're never gonna get good at it unless you step out on the court and start shooting balls. That's when you start understanding what you start figuring out all these answers to your question, how much it will cost you, because you're gonna navigate this part of your business might cost you more, this part you might think it will cost you more, it will cost you less. You might you need to invest in your education, you might need to invest in some tools that you might think, or you might need to hire people. It's all relative to traditional business, but this is more like an online based course. So there's different things that you will need. That's why the SFM provides you with a consultant that will actually speak with you on the phone and guide you throughout so many of the stuff that they have, so that you can really begin to pick a path, because you don't want to be everywhere, spread yourself so thin without really understanding what your main purpose is. So I believe this has helped you guys to answer your question. But what I will suggest to you guys is, if I want to be really, really honest on this video and tell you guys the truth, these questions are coming from a part of your heart or your mind that is not really the path that's going to serve you to get the goals that you want for yourself and your family. Now, I'm going to leave you with two things to do. I believe I'm giving you this from my heart, because this is what got me to answer these questions for myself, because you don't need people to help you to answer them. First things I will recommend you to do is find out why you need to have a business. Now, it can be anything. For instance, you can say you're doing this to help your mother, retire your mother, or do something else, or for your children. It doesn't matter what it is. Find out the reason why you want it. Now, if you understand why you want the business, if let's say for instance it's your mother is just around the corner, or she doesn't live with you, get her picture. Every morning, look into her eyes in the picture and say to her on that picture, "Mommy, I'm building this business for you." If it's your daughter, look her into the eyes, or if it's your son, every morning when you wake up and before I am going to find out whatever it takes, how hard it is, I am going to break and get you this life that I really want you to live. It's more like you're going to lay down your own life for that person to live. Now, when you do this, do this for 30 days. It will trigger something inside you that will be like a consuming fire that will help you pull through when questions like this arise. You can be able to start figuring out how to overcome them, rather than just putting in, because it's gonna take a lot. The next thing I will recommend for you is to read a book. I'm gonna put the link on the book on the description. It's The Strangest Secret by Elle Nightingale. Read that. There's an audio version of it. You can watch it anywhere. It's free. But if you want the book, I've got the book hard copy myself. I haven't got it here. I'm in a park. I'm in a shopping mall waiting for my wife and kids to come out, because I came out before them. But I will put a link to the description. It's Strangest Secrets by Elle Nightingale. Get it, read it morning and evening, every day for 30 days. There is assignment at the end of that book. Make sure you do it. Now, don't ask me why you have to do it for 30 days, because I can't explain that to you here. But if you do it, that life that you want, you will see how close it is than you think it is right now. You may think it's too far, you may think it's too hard, but get this. There are people that are lucky. You see them walking around, you think everything they touch turns to gold, everything they touch seems to work. That's what I wish for you and your family. But you need to read this book, because that book will get you on the path to begin to understand what is happening here first, before you can change anything outside. I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll be speaking to you. I don't know if anyone that comes across this video, I'll put this on YouTube. Anyone that comes across this, maybe that has similar questions related to this, I believe this can serve as many people as possible. Just want to put it out there. All right, so I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.